As we can see here from the display, while the battery is draining, the capacity in ampere hour is updating. We should aim for roughly 5.8 ampere hour from the datasheet of the battery. And while it's been discharging for a while now, and the battery voltage dropped down from 12.6 to 11.96, 12.4 to 11.96, and we already have 1 ampere hour, so we still have some time to go, and at the end we will see the capacity of the battery. Hi, my project is Arduino based lead acid battery capacity, which will be logged in ampere hour tester with a local display and Microsoft Excel based data logger. So for this project I used an Arduino, a voltage sensor and a current sensor, and an SD card module. You can see from this side there's the SD card module here, and a display along with potentiometer, and a relay, and a battery draining circuit where I utilized a 50 watt 8 ohm resistor, so I could drain the battery fast and repeat the cycles for accuracy and repeatability. As we can see in the display, our current is 1.4, roughly 1.5 ampere. So from the data sheet of the battery, we can see from the duration of discharge versus discharge current, the 1.5 amp current here roughly corresponds to 2.5 hours of discharge time. So from that we can conclude, we can estimate that the final capacity, given that the battery is new, will be between 4.9 and 6.3. And so from the non-linearity property of the battery capacity, we can safely say it's around near 5.8 to 5.9 ampere hour. So given that it's a new battery, and our and all the estimates from the graph and the non-linear scale here, we can aim for 5.8 ampere hour at the end. And from the discharge characteristic, the terminal voltage versus discharge time graph, we can conclude that our discharge time is at 2.5 roughly, and it will, for 1.5 amp, it should go down to roughly 11.5 volt. So our final discharged battery will be at 11.5 volt threshold. So roughly 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2.5 hours have passed. As you can see, the battery voltage has dropped down to 11.5 volt. So when it dropped down to 11.5 volt, the relay has made the circuit between the battery and the load, which is the 8 ohm resistor, open circuit. So, and the code went to calculating the total amp hour rating. So the total amp hour rating here is showing 5.4 amp hour, and from our previous calculation from the graph, we have estimated that the value will go to roughly 5.8 amp hour, given it's a new battery. So it might be because the battery has aged a little bit and it lost its capacity. So here, there we go. There it is, a working prototype of a battery capacity logger.